Yes, sir.
Chart is visible. Okay, okay. So today we are to discuss the a horary case, the details of which have already been given to you. Now, the query for this person was for change in job. That was one part. To get a good status job was the other part. Then promotion was the third query. So three in one queries in this particular question. So let us now one by one try to find out that which will be the exact date when he is likely to change his job. Now for this purpose, for job cases, what is important? The importance is that since the person wants a job with status, thereby 2, 6, 10, and 11, they are important houses. So there has to be a promise for 2, 6, 10, and 11. Then at the same time, since his query is that when he will change the job, it means that along with this, along with 2, 6, 10, and 11, the other houses which are important are 1, 5, 9, 3, and 12, and 7 is again a supporting house for all these negative houses, means the houses which involve a change in the job. Now, for this purpose, the query by the person was on 28th 9 2017, 19 hours 47 minutes and 1 minute 1 second. And on 28th 9 2017, the Dasha period lords which were running at that time, they were Venus, Moon, and Saturn. Now, the prime job before solving any query is that we need to, make out a flow sheet, or we need to plan out, or we need to make a plan tree just to find out that which are the important points which we are to pick up in order to solve the query. Now, the very first important point here is I'm going to share the screen again, a new screen is the word file. Is it visible? Word file, is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you just look at this file, if you just look at it, we are going to analyze the chart. Date is given, time is given, place is given, horary number is given. And for the change of job with promotion and status, when? That is the query. So the significator houses for the query, they are 2, 6, 10, 11, along with 1, 3, 5, 9, 12, 7. 5 and 9, 5 is 12 to 6, very important. And then 3 and 12, they are important because 12 means change of place. So 1, 3, 5, 9, and 12 are for the change of job and the change of place. Now, whenever we have queries with us, how we need to solve these queries? First of all, what we are going to do is we are going to write down the significations of all the planets, which I have written here as script of all the planets. Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter has PS, Venus has PS, Saturn has PS, Rahu has PS, Ketu has PS, and then these planets, they are posited in which houses? Sun for position of suns, Moon, Mars, Mercury is given, but we will not use these positions when we calculate the significations of these planets because they do not have PS. All the remaining planets from Jupiter to Ketu, they have a PS. Thereby, the virtual positions which are occupied by these planets in the Bhava chart, They are to be taken into consideration. Now, if you look here, I have already written down all the significations in green, all important houses which are required for the change in job, and at the same time which are required for achieving or getting a high status job with promotion, because this person is already in job. So what he wants is promotion, increase in salary, and then change of job. Now if you just look at it, I have drawn the first table that gives the script of all the planets. We have written down the significations of all the planets. The significations in green, they are cuspal positions which are important. And then the supporting houses for change in job, I have written in red in the column on the right hand side. Then Rahu and Ketu. Rahu represents Moon and Mercury. Ketu represents Saturn and Mars, and their significations are given here. Rahu is giving me a signification of 2, 6, and 11, and Ketu is giving me a signification of 10 and 11 based upon the representative planets with which Rahu and Ketu they are linked. Anji, is it clear up to this point? So the very first important point is whenever you need to solve a chart, you have to write down the script of all the planets, and this is the appropriate way how you can write down the script of the planets so that you can easily find out that which has to be a strong significator and which can be an important planet, which will help us to find out the date of the event. So this is table number 1. Then the second table is the signification table of planets. What do I mean by saying signification table of planets? The planet Sun, it has no PS. All the planets with PS, P is written along with them. Sun is in Moon star, Mars sub, and Mercury sub sub. Similarly, Moon in Venus, Moon and Saturn, and so on and so forth. Now, Moon is present in which cuspal positions, Mars in which cuspal positions, and Mercury in which cuspal positions. I have written down the detailed cuspal positions of the planets, their stars, sublord and subsublord. Is it okay? That is the
What is
second table. I'll just come to the come to the actual chart a bit later. This is the second table, which is important. Now, the third table that I have drawn here is just to check out the promise of job with final confirmation. Now, the promise of job is given on the basis of the star and the sub. The houses or the cusp appear in the star and sub that give me the promise of that particular event. So Sun, it has no PS, thereby 2 and 6 are not to be taken into account. It is in the star of Moon. Moon is giving me 2 and 11. A, B, C, D. I have already pointed out A means subsublord. If you just look at here, right in the beginning, D stands for sign lord, C stands for star lord, B stands for sublord, and A stands for subsublord. I have written down the reason for writing A, B, C, and D is that really helps me to find out which among these is the stronger significator of giving the event. So then the promise given by Sun is for 2, 10, and 11. Similarly, Moon is 2, 6, 10, and 11. Mars is 2, 6, 10. Mercury is 2, 6, 11. Jupiter is 2, 6, 10, and 11. Venus is 2, 6, 10, and 11. Saturn 6, 11. Rahu is 2, 6, 11. And Ketu is 6, 10, and 11. Among these ones, all the planets, the 9 planets that I have with me. Now, which are the important significators or which are strong significators? For finding out the strong significators, the first point that is important is that the promise given by the planet should be for all cuspal positions, that is 2, 6, 10, and 11. So moon is giving me 2, 6, 10, and 11. I have given it in green color, green background, means it is a favorable planet, favorable significator. Jupiter with PS is also giving me 2, 6, 10, and 11. Again, it's a favorable planet. Venus is also giving me 2, 6, 10, and 11. It's a favorable planet. Now, the three primary houses, the three main houses which are important for the promotion or which are important for getting a good salary job, they are 2, 6, 10 plus 11. 11, that is fulfillment of desires. So thereby basically I concentrate upon three main cusps which are 2, 6, and 10. So moon here is a fruitful significator that can give the event. Jupiter is another fruitful significator event, fruitful significator that can give the event. Similarly, Venus. Now, if you look at the column of promise, Sun is giving me a promise of 2, 6, and 10. Am I right? 2, 10, and 11. 6 is nowhere there in the promise. Mars is giving me a promise of 2, 6, and 10. 11 is absent. Mercury is giving me a promise of 2, 6, 10. 11. 10 is absent. Similarly, Saturn is giving me a promise of 6 and 11. Then 2 and 10 are absent. Rahu is giving me a promise of 2, 6, 11. 10 is absent. 10 means status job, a high status job. So, for getting a high status job, 10 is a must. 10 has to appear somewhere. If 10 is not appearing, then the person will not get a high status job, just an average job with an average salary. Ketu here, 2 is not present. I'm not focusing on the sublot. I'm simply focusing on the promise. So I need to read the promise, and on the basis of the promise, I find that because once any planet is a strong significator giving me the promise, then at the sub level, any of these three houses, 2, 6, 10, are to be there. And if 2, 6, 10 are there, then it is going to be a strong planet. 2, 6, any of these houses, 2 or 6 or 10 or 11, if it is there at the sub level, then it finally confirms the promise. Thereby that particular planet is likely to give the event. So three important strong significators I have selected on the basis of the houses which are signified by the planets through their star lord and sublord. And the three planets are: moon is one, Jupiter is the second one, and Venus is the third one. Right. Now, the next small table that I have drawn is, I have written it for all the planets starting from sun up to Ketu, and then I have written here the significations of all the planets. Only the planets. Sun is giving me 2 and 6, Moon is giving me 2 and 11, Mars is giving me 10 and 11, Mercury is giving me 6, Jupiter 2, 10, Venus 2, 6, 10, Saturn 11, Rahu 2, 6, 11. So among these planets, if you read the planets, then Venus is giving me all the three important houses, which are 2, 6, and 10. Thereby, it's a fruitful significator. And this fruitful significator is for getting a new job with status. And then at the same time, since 2 and 6 are there in Rahu, along with 11, though 10 is not there, it is also an important significator. And similarly, Sun, which has only 2 and 6, 10 and 11 are absent, yet it's a important significator. So three fruitful significators. Mercury is another one. If you look at the shades, I have drawn here dark shades, green. I have drawn here very light shades, and for Mercury, I have drawn here very light shade. Planets may, whenever you write down the planets and you study the cusps which are, occupied, or in which particular cusp these planets are present, then this information helps me to find out that which amongst the nine planets that I have with me are the stronger ones that can give the event. So here the strong significators of job with status, they are Sun is one because 2 and 6 is there. Venus is the other one, 2, 6, 10. A good status job. Rahu is the other one. Again, 2 and 6 along with 11 is there. So these are three fruitful significators. And when we'll study the chart, you will find that it is only these particular significators which are playing an important role in order to decide the change in job. Next table is promise for change in job. Now, the first table that we have discussed prior to this one is promise of job with final confirmation. And now we are going to study promise of change of job. Now here I need not study I need not study here the significations for the job. The significations of job and the promises already given here. I have calculated down. And now I need to study the promise of change of job. That which planets are the favorable planets which can bring about a change in the job. So here also the method is same. The planet is there, star lord, sub lord, and then the promise for change in job. I've already pointed out that the important houses and the important cusp for the change in job and the change in place, they are 159 along with 3 and 12. So if you look at Sun, it is giving me 3, 5, 7, 9, and 12. 7 is a supporting house. If you look at 7, 7 is a supporting house to 5. 7 is multiple of 5, is a supporting house to 5. 3 is again a supporting house to 5 because third house is 11 to 5th and seventh house is third to 5th. Thereby both these houses, they enhance the significance of 5. I require 159, 12 is the change of place. So the Sun is giving me promise for change and is a strong significator for promise of change because it is giving me 3, 5, 7, 9, and 12. 5, 9, and 12, they are very important. Look at Moon, it gives me 3, 5, 12. Mars 1, 3, 5, 7. And similarly Mercury is giving me 1, 1, 3, 7, 9, 11. Now without 5 and 9 together appearing, there cannot be a promise of the job because 5 is a must, 9 is a must. Now for Mercury again you have 1, 3, 7, 9, and 12. Jupiter here it is 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. 12 is not there, still it's a strong significator. Venus 3, 5, 7, 9, and 12. Very important. Saturn 1, 3, 5, 9, 7, 9, and 12. All the houses which involve the change in the job, they are present here. It means Saturn is a very strong significator for the change in job. Rahu 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 12. Again a strong significator. And then you have Ketu. It is 1, 3, 7, 9, and 12. Now if you look at this chart, what I have done is I have only selected planets as strong significators if both 5 and 9 are present in the promise. Sun is giving me 5, 9 along with 12. Moon is giving me only 5 and 12. Mars is giving me only 5. Mercury is giving me only 9 and 12. And then Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, and Rahu, they are all giving me 5 and 9. So 5 and 9 are present. And lastly, if you look at Ketu, it is only giving me 9. Thereby, the planets which I have shown in a light shade, they are all fruitful significators and strong significators for the change in job. Accordingly, the strong significators for the change in job that we have with us is Sun, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Rahu. Now, among this, Sun, Venus, and Rahu have already appeared. If you look here, Sun, Venus, and Rahu, they have already appeared as strong significators for job with status. And Sun, Venus, and Rahu are again repeating here for the significations of the change in job. Thereby, Sun, Venus, and Rahu are very, very strong because they are appearing for job, promotion, and change of job. Now, is it clear up to this point? And the next table that I have drawn is a table where I have given the promise of job by the planets, and I have given the promise of change of job by the planets, and then I have given the final confirmation. For promise of job, it is given in green, and for promise of change of job, it is given in red. Right? This is another table, where we can really, just by looking at this particular table, can find out that which planets are going to be the strong significators for the change in job and for the purpose of getting a new job with a good status along with promotion. So here you have planets Mars, Mercury, Venus, and Saturn. Any questions up to this point, please? Any questions, please?
Kapil
किसी
ji,
किसी पूछिए.
for promise of the job, why don't you consider for the sub lord?
नहीं नहीं, प्रॉमिस में सब लॉर्ड नहीं ना आएगा. जब प्रॉमिस हमें मिल जाएगा, इफ वी गेट ए प्रॉमिस of 2, 6, 10, and 11, then the sub lord has only a small job to do. That is, if in sub lord we are getting 2 or 6 or 10, it means it is okay. Unless and until you have a strong promise. सब लॉर्ड क्या करता है? व्हाट डज सब लॉर्ड डू? इट सिंपली कंफर्म्स. ये जो कंफर्मेशन होता है हमारा, इट सिंपली गिव्स इट ए ग्रीन सिग्नल कि यस इट इज ओके, आई एग्री टू व्हाट यू से. दैट इज द जॉब ऑफ सब लॉर्ड. बिकॉज सब लॉर्ड ने जॉब नहीं देना है. सब लॉर्ड ने तो इट सिंपली गोइंग टू एक्सेप्ट द प्रॉमिस और इट इज गोइंग टू रिजेक्ट द प्रॉमिस. इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Sub-lord, the function of sub-lord is either to accept, say yes, or to reject and say no. बस इससे ज्यादा कोई काम नहीं होता. There is no other work assigned to the sub-lord.
And the second thing, sir, promise of the change of the job.
Hmm.
The seven
Yes.
is it seven? What is the requirement? Seven.
7 अगर आप देखोगे, 7th is 3rd to 5th. 7th house is 3rd to 5th. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And any planet which is third to the primary cusp, it's a multiple of it. 5 is 12 to 6. 5 means what? Loss of job.
No.
7 means what? Support to 5. Means enhances the support to 5. 7 is supporting 5 because it is third to 5th. And being third to 5th, it enhances the tendency for the change of job. That is important. That is why, see, अगर हमारे पास if I have got only 1, 5 and 9 with no 2, no 6, no 10, no 11, then I would say that the person is without a job. If you are having 5, 8 and 12, significantly 5, 8 and 12 are present in the chart, I would say that the person will not get a job. Now here in this particular chart, what we are getting is we are getting 2, 6, 10, 11. Along with that, we are getting 3, 5, 7, 9, 12. Either of these houses, maybe a combination of all the houses or maybe not. So 7 I have taken here because 7 is a house that supports fifth house very strongly. Third is a house that supports fifth house very strongly. Third is a multiple of first house, enhances the capacity of the first house, enhances the potential of the first house. Similarly, 7 here enhances the potential of the fifth house. And we require the fifth house for the change job. So that is why I have taken 7 here. Similarly, अगर आप 2 लेंगे, the tendency for 2, it is enhanced by 4, and the capability of 4 is enhanced by 6, and the capability of 6 is enhanced by 8, and the capability of 8 is enhanced by 10. That is why 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, they are all important houses. अगर जॉब मिलनी है, मनी भी अच्छा हो, पैकेज भी अच्छा हो, तो 8 भी इन्वॉल्व हो जाता है, 4 भी इन्वॉल्व हो जाता है, बिकॉज सेकंड हाउस इज द हाउस ऑफ मनी एंड फोर्थ हाउस इज द मल्टीपल ऑफ सेकंड हाउस. इट मींस यू आर गेटिंग ए जॉब, ए हाई सैलरीड जॉब. अगर 4 अपीयर हो जाता है इन दिस पर्टिकुलर चार्ट, यू विल फाइंड दैट 4 हैज अपीयर्ड ए नंबर ऑफ टाइम. इफ यू आर गेटिंग 4 regularly, it means that the person is going to have an enhancement in the job. Promotion of the job will take place easily. Any more questions, please?
Sir, if the change of the job, what is the primary cusp?
Change of job, the primary cusp is 1, 5, and 9. How do I say 1, 5, and 9? Now look here. What is the logic behind 1, 5, and 9? If you just look here, 1, 5, 9 means our primary houses, they are primary houses for job. They are 2, 6,
10.
10, and 11. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, which houses will negate?
2 for 1.
Negation of 2. It will be by first house, which is 12th to second, and
Yes.
then it will be which house? Ninth house. Am I right?
Oh,
Ninth is 8 to 12th. Ninth house, it is 8 to the second house.
yes, sir.
Ninth
Yes,
house
sir.
is 8 to the second house. This is second house, and this is ninth house. It is 8 to second house.
That
Am I
means 8.
right?
Yes, sir.
Eighth है ना?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, the most damaging houses or the negation houses, they are which houses? The negation houses, they are 4 is one, 8 is the other one, and 12 is the third one, along with 7. Am I right? Seventh house does not negate to the extent, but 4, 8, and 12, they are strong negators for a particular house. Okay? So
Sir,
negation,
for the job 2, 6, 10, 11 is there for the job, particular job. For the
uh,
change of the job, for the 2 negation 1, 6 negation 5, 10 negation
uh,
9, 11
uh,
negation again 10. That is the difference. That
yes.
means so directly, why don't you take this 4, 8, 12 indirectly supporting?
वो एक ही बात है. Is one as the same thing. No difference at all. What you are saying is the same thing. Negation of 6, it is by
5.
5,
This is
1,
5.
and 1. Am I right? Negation of 10, it is by ninth house is 1, and then fifth house is the other. Am I right? Now these are three main houses for the job. A good status job with a good salary, they are 2, 6, and 10. So
Sir,
this is
sir, negation for 6. You have written 6.
okay, okay, sir. I just changed it. It is 5.
Just you please alter it.
It is 5.
Very good, very good, very good.
5, 5,
Right?
1.
Now it's
Okay.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Now, if you look at these houses, then which are the common houses of negation? It is 1,
1,
it is
5, 9.
5,
1, 5, 9.
and it is 9. Am I
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So these are main houses for negation.
Okay.
Now, if you look for support to fifth house, then fifth house is supported by third house, which is 11 to fifth. If you remember, in one of my lectures, I have already pointed out that any house which is third and which is 11th to the house in question, then they always enhance the potential of that particular house. How many times? Approximately 200% times. इफ यू रिमेंबर, मैरिज के केस में भी हमने 7 को 9 से एनहांस किया था, 7 को 5 से एनहांस किया था. इफ यू जस्ट रिमेंबर, सिमिलरली हियर, फिफ्थ हाउस which is a primary house negation of 6, fifth house which is a primary negation of sixth house, its potential is enhanced by third house, house number 3, and house number 7. Third house is 11 to 5th. Now this is fifth house, this is 12th, and this is 11th. So it is 11 to 5th. And then seventh house is third to fifth. So these two they enhance. And then the next cusp that is important is 12. What is 12? 12 is
Negation of
change
one.
of place. Change of place.
अच्छा, अच्छा.
Right? That is why 12 is important. So then what are the houses which
One
are
three.
important for change in job? They will be 1, 5, 9 along with 3, 7 plus 12. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
तो यही चीज मैंने लिखी है वहां पे. दिस इज ऑल व्हाट आई हैव रिटन ओवर देयर.
One
इज
three
इट
five.
ओके?
1 3 1 3 1 3 5 7 9.
यस.
Yes, sir.
ओके.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any questions? Any more questions? Any more questions, please? Now, before I start solving the chart, any questions to be asked?
Promise of the job. Promise change of the job. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Now let us discuss the chart. Now, if you look at this chart on the day of query and at the time of query, 28/9/2017, the Dasha period lords, that is Dasha, Bhukti, Antara, Sukshma, and Prana, they are Venus Dasha, Moon Bhukti, Saturn Antara. Am I right? Venus Dasha, Moon Bhukti, and Saturn Antara. Okay. Now the first point is that is Venus Dasha okay? If you remember, I have already discussed that the
Ah,
strong significator is
Venus is strong significator for the
Venus
job. For the job.
for the job,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Venus is also a strong significator for change of job, right?
Change of job is what is the color, sir? What is the color?
Green
Green.
color.
Yes. 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 Okay.
Strong significator for change in job is Sun, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, and Rahu. Venus is again here, appearing here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Ah,
Venus is very, very strong, right?
yes, sir.
Now, it means Venus is okay, Venus Dasha is okay,
Hmm.
right?
Yes,
The
Right.
sir.
next one is we have Moon Bhukti. Now, if you look at Moon Bhukti, so Moon is giving me, uh, sorry. Now look here, Moon is giving me a promise of 2, 6, 10, and 11.
Yes.
Am I right?
Ah, yes, sir.
And then final confirmation by Saturn by giving 11. So it says that carry on. Okay, fine. Moon Bhukti is okay. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Moon Bhukti is okay. Now the next question is about Saturn.
Sir,
Saturn
Moon,
Antra.
sir, moon book for only for the job only you are seeing. What about change
Yes,
of the place? What about the change of the place for the by the
वो तो
moon?
वो तो we will discuss it ना, we will discuss it in a systematic manner ना,
Okay.
right? What we are going to do is we are going to discuss it in a systematic manner so that you can follow the procedure. Agar if I start discussing each and every point right over here, then it will really confuse the things. अगर जॉब अच्छा मिलेगा तभी चेंज होगा ना. A
Yes, sir. Yes.
person will change his job only if he gets a good job. And for getting a good job, moon is giving me significations of 2, 6, 10, and 11.
Okay.
2 at the sub level, very good salary. 6, 10, and 11 at the star lord level. So 2, 6, 10, and 11, they are good. So it is giving me a promise of 2, 6, and 11, 2, 6, 10, and 11, and then at the same time, the sub lord is saying, giving me it, the answer by involving the 11th cusp means okay to it. Hence, moon is again a fruitful significator for the job, for the change in job, right? अब आप यहाँ पे don't get confused. I'll give you, show you another table. Now look
Yes.
here.
Uh,
Moon is giving me promise for change in job.
yes. Yes.
It is also giving me some promise in form of 3, 5, and 12 for change of place and for loss of this present job.
5.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, 5 is very important. हाँ जी, is it okay?
5A. Wait.
जब तक 5 appear नहीं होगा, unless and until 5 appears, there will be no loss of job. Loss of job means 5 has to be there. And
Yes.
unless and until 5 is there, the job will not go. And if the job is not lost, then he will not change the job, he will not go to another job, he will not go for the promotion. Now look at his query. His query is that when I am going to get a promotion in the job, and then promotion has to be with a good status job, and then it has to be the change of job. Change of job means change of place. So if you look here, 5 is very, very important, and moon is already giving me 5 over here. 3, 5, and 12. 5 means 12 to 5 means it is 12 to 6, and 12 means change of place. So it is giving the significations of both the change of job as well as change of place. Is it okay?
D
हाँ जी,
indicate.
ओके. हाँ हाँ, बोलो 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 बोलो.
सर ABCD एक बार बताइए सर. A for SSL, B for sign lot,
B for sublord,
B for sublord. अच्छा अच्छा. और C for
C for starlord.
अच्छा अच्छा. E for sign lot.
Yes, I have given here,
Okay. Thank you, sir. Right, sir.
right?
Right, sir.
So then, now the question is about Saturn. So what we were talking here is Saturn Antra. So Venus Dasha is okay. Moon Bhukti is okay. And now we need to check Saturn. If you look at the significations of the Saturn, then Saturn, is giving me a promise of only 6 and 11. If you look at the significations of Saturn, here is the column for Saturn.
Mm.
Now, if you look at this particular column, it is giving me a promise of only 6 and 11,
For job.
right? For job,
Yes.
right? And in the final confirmation, it is giving me 2, 6, and 10. Okay. So, since it is giving me a promise only of 6 and 11, so Saturn as such is a weak significator for, it is a good significator for change in job, but is a weak significator for getting a job with high status. Is it okay?
Status taken by the sub sublord.
Yes, status के लिए We need to have two. Number one, there is no promise of two,
Uh,
no promise of 10. 2 means salary, 10 means status. So
yes.
Saturn is not a significator, is not a strong significator because it is not giving me a strong promise. In order to get a high status job, in order to get a high status job, 2 is important for a good salary, 10 is important for a status. And since Saturn is giving me only a promise of 6 and 11, thereby I would say that Saturn is not a strong significator for getting a good job, though it is giving me significations for change in job. अगर आप देखोगे Saturn को comparative study, if you look at Saturn, promise and change of job. Now, if you look at the significations of Saturn, look here. Saturn is a strong significator for change in job, but Saturn is not a strong significator for getting a job with high salary. Thereby, Saturn Antara is not the proper Antara when the change of job is expected to happen. Now,
Sir,
before I
sir,
proceed, Hanji, bolo.
sir, instead of the Saturn, why don't you take Jupiter? Jupiter is the strong significator for the job, and also as well as this one also change of the job.
नहीं नहीं ऐसे सी यू कांट जंप लाइक दैट ना आप ऐसे नहीं ना कर सकते जुपिटर कैसे लोगे आप बताओ
Saturn before Jupiter as per the Vimshottari Dasha.
नहीं 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 अभी तो हमने वो दशा पे सी यू आर जस्ट कंफ्यूजिंग इट
మూర్తి ఏమన్నా
यहाँ दश
అర్థం ఉందా? ఆ
लुक
డేట్
हियर
ఎప్పుడు ఉంది అట్లా అడిగితే ఎట్లా?
क्वेरी कब
డేట్
पूछ
చూడు.
ली है ये
Acha, 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 acha. Sir, right.
నీకు 10/9/2017 కి అయిపోతుంది కదా.
Okay, okay, sir. Anta the
మళ్ళీ
discuss
ఎట్లా
చేయలేము.
అడిగితే there must be some reason. Without
Sir.
reason you are asking. You
Sir,
are disturbing the class.
a date చూడలేదు. Sorry.
ओके इज इट
Right.
ओके नाउ
Right, sir. Right.
ओके सो सैटर्न इज नॉट ए गुड अंतरा फॉर द चेंज ऑफ जॉब thereby, now what I need to do is, I need to select the antaras from the remaining antaras which are Mercury, Ketu, Venus and Sun. Mercury, Ketu, Venus and Sun. So I have 4 planets, Mercury, Ketu, Venus and Sun. Now, in order to know which amongst these is going to be a good one, what I need to do, I will have to look at the significations of Mercury, significations of Ketu, significations of Venus, and significations of Sun. And then I'll find out. Plus, I will have to look at the transit of Jupiter. Now, it means up to 16/12/2017, the person is not likely to change his job. So, right from 28/9/2017 up to when the Saturn Antara ends on 16/12/2017, this person will not change the job. Then when this native is likely to change the job, we will have to look at and find out that which among these 4 planets, Mercury, Ketu, Venus, and Sun, is going to be a strong Antara lord. Now, for this purpose, I have to study what? I have to study the promises which are given for a good job by Mercury, Ketu, Venus, and Sun. And now, if you again look at the chart, if you look at Mercury, it is giving a promise of 2, 6, and 11. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
And then it is giving me a promise of 1, 3, 7, 9, and 12. No 5 is there.
Ah,
What does it mean? That Mercury will not help. Mercury cannot be taken as a suitable antara because I will have to select a antara which fulfills both the conditions. So Mercury antara is gone. After Mercury, which antara will appear? Ketu.
Ketu.
Ketu is 6, 10, and 11. Good for job.
Ah,
But 1, 3, 7, 9, and 12 not good for change in job because 5 is not there.
There is no 5.
No 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next antra after Ketu is Venus. Venus is giving me a promise of 2, 6, 10, and 11.
Yes, sir. Ah,
Means it is offering me a good job with a good salary with a high status.
yes, sir.
And then it is giving me a strong promise for change of place, for change of job.
Yes,
That is
yes.
3, 5, 7, 9, and 12.
Okay.
So then what I will have to do? I will have to select Venus as the antra.
3,
Am
5.
I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is it fine, please?
Okay, sir.
Now, if I select Venus as the antra, then Venus antra will be from 17/4/2018 to 27/7/2018. Is it fine? 17/4/2018 to 27/7/2018. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Any questions? Any questions, please?
एक बार सन देख लीजिए
नहीं,
सर, सन, सन, सन.
सन को जरूरत नहीं है, अगर देखोगे भी तो वीक है सन।
ओके, राइट.
सन देखो, 2,
हम्म.
10, 11,
ओके, ओके सर, राइट सर.
2, 10, 11, no 6 is there,
ओके सर. ओके, ओके सर.
right?
राइट सर.
Now, after selecting Venus as the antara, I will have to see whether this transit of Jupiter is favoring this antara or not. Now, what I will do is, I shall go to ephemeris, and at the time of query, that is 2017 and ninth month, am I right?
हाँ.
It is 19. Jupiter will be transiting in Libra sign. Is it okay? At the time of query, which is 28/9/2017, here also, if I take 28/10/2019, 28/9/2017, 28/9/2017, Jupiter is transiting in Libra sign, okay, in Mars star. So the transit of Jupiter in Libra is okay because we have already stated, we have already found that Venus is a strong significator for the change in job. So the transit of Jupiter in Libra is absolutely okay. So it means that the change in job for this person is likely to take place as long as Jupiter transits in the sign of Libra. हाँ जी, क्लियर है? Is it clear?
This is for only change of the job.
Not change of job. For job, for a new job, of course, getting a new job.
Venus moon.
Is it clear up to this point? At the time of query, that is 28/9/2017, Jupiter was transiting in Libra sign. Lord of Libra is Venus. Thereby,
Oh, 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 oh.
Venus being a strong significator for getting a high status job, for changing the place, for getting a job at new place.
Okay, okay.
Thereby, the transit of Jupiter in Libra sign is okay,
Okay.
right?
Yes, sir.
Now, what we will do, we will check that Libra sign. Jupiter will transit in Libra sign up to which date? So I suppose Jupiter will transit in Libra sign
చెప్పండి.
up to 11/10/2018. From 28/9/2017 up to this is 11/10/2018. And during this period, the person is likely to have a new job, or the person will, or the native will change the job and will get a new job with a high status, with a high salary. Okay, is it okay, please? हाँ जी, यहाँ तक क्लियर है? Is it okay up to this point?
ओके सर, ओके सर.
See, अंतरा हमने डिसाइड कर लिया, it is Venus. I am confirming it whether the transit of Jupiter is okay during this period, and what I find is that the transit of Jupiter is okay. Now the Venus Antra is starting from 17/4/2018 and will run till 27/7/2018. This is a time period of 3 months when the person will change his job. Right from 17/4/2018 up to 27/7/2018. And during this period, Jupiter is transiting in Libra sign. Now I will recheck that from 17/4/2018 up to 27/7/2018, Jupiter is transiting in Libra sign in which star? Now, in Libra sign, we have three stars with us. And the three stars in the Libra sign, they are the three stars in Libra sign.
చిత్తా స్వాతి విశాఖ సార్.
So the three stars, they are Mars,
Rahu,
Rahu,
Jupiter.
and Jupiter. Okay. Now, if you look at the significations in the signification table, then when Jupiter will transit in Libra sign in Rahu star, it is going to be a fruitful period. So, when Jupiter transits in Libra sign in Rahu star, it will be a fruitful period. Now, why did I say like that? It is on the basis of significations, the table for which I have already shown to you. If you remember that table, if you remember that table, now look here. Rahu is giving me 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 12 for change in job. And Rahu is giving me 2, 6, and 11. Is it okay? And if you look here, Rahu is 2, 6, and 11. So Rahu and Venus, they are both fruitful significators. It means when Jupiter will transit in Libra sign in Rahu star, it is going to be a fruitful period for the event to happen. अब देखो Mars is giving only significations of 10 and 11. Look at Jupiter, giving me only 2 and 10. And look at Rahu, giving me 2, 6 and 11. Which are the two important houses are? They are 2 and 6. 2 for good salary, 6 for job. 2 for good salary, 6 for job, 10 for status job. 10 for only status, 2 without salary, 6 no job. Huh? Okay. हाँ जी, is it clear? हाँ जी कहिए. Is it clear up to this point?
Okay, sir.
If you have any questions, please, you are welcome to ask. If you have any questions to ask, you are welcome to ask. I'm just shifting my room. Please wait for a minute.
కిషోర్ సార్ కట్ చేసుకో ఆడికి. ఓకే.
हाँ जी, is it clear, please? Is this point clear?
Okay.
If you have doubts, you can ask me questions. So the transit of Jupiter in Libra sign in Rahu star will be a period which is going to be a fruitful one when there is likely to be a change in the job. Okay, now let me look at the transit of Jupiter on which date? 17/4/2018. Non 17/4/2018, Jupiter is transiting in Libra sign. Is the chart audible? Is the screen audible to you? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Now, Jupiter is transiting in Libra sign, Venus,
Yes.
and it is retrograde and transiting in Jupiter sign. Right? So the transit in Jupiter sign is not okay. Why it is not okay? Because if you look at the significations of Jupiter, if you look at the significations of Jupiter, if you look at the significations of Jupiter, Jupiter is giving me only 1 and 7. Right? It has PS and is giving me only 1 and 7. See, involvement of Jupiter for change in job. Look here. Yes, this chart. Jupiter is giving me a promise of 2, 6, 10 and 11. Okay. It is finally confirmation is done with 10 and 11. This is okay. So Jupiter is good for getting a new job with a high salary. But when you look at the significations of Jupiter in terms of involvement, commitment, and final confirmation, then the Jupiter in Jupiter star, because Jupiter has got PS, and Jupiter having PS itself is neither giving 3, nor 5, nor 9, nor 12. It is only present in 7. Look here. This is Jupiter.
Hmm.
Jupiter is giving me only, it has a PS and it is only present in 1 and 7. Try to understand this point. This is very, very important. Here I am simply talking about the planet. See, when you are talking of a star, अब लिब्रा स्टार जो है बहुत स्ट्रांग है,
Hmm.
ओके, एंड Jupiter is transiting in Libra. It means Libra sign is offering both the change of job as well as a good status job. Then it is transiting in Jupiter star. When I am talking of Jupiter star, then I have simply to read down the significations of Jupiter. These are the significations of Jupiter. Is it clear?
Hmm.
I have simply to look down the cuspal positions where Jupiter is appearing. And Jupiter is appearing, it is a VSSL of 7th cusp, appearing in 7th cusp. First cuspal position, second, 4, 7, 8, and 10. That is all. So it means neither it is appearing in 5, nor it is appearing in 9. It is simply appearing in 1 and 7, which means Jupiter itself is not the transit of Jupiter in Libra in Jupiter star is not an appropriate time period when the person will change the job. ये बात क्लियर है तो मैं आगे चलूं. If it is not clear, I can repeat it again. देखो हम क्या करते हैं. अब मैं आपको ये पॉइंट एलेबोरेट करता हूं.
Hmm.
I'll just elaborate this point. देखो किसी भी प्लैनेट को जब हम स्टडी करते हैं, whenever we study a planet, suppose we are talking about Jupiter, okay, then I will study this planet in the form of its star lord, am I right? In the form of its sublord and in the form of its sub-sublord. Is it okay?
Hmm.
This is how we study.
Hmm.
In transit, what we do? The first point is we are talking about the sign lord, and the sign lord is Venus, okay, and the significations of Venus, they are 2, 6 and 10. Is it okay? Right. Now in Libra sign we have 3 stars. It is Mars, Rahu and Jupiter. So what we will do here in the transit is we will write here Venus, and then we will put down Mars, Venus, Rahu, Venus, Jupiter. Okay, is it clear? अब यहां पे देखो, Venus is giving me 2 6 10, right? And what about Jupiter? Jupiter is giving me 2 4 and 10, right? Now 2 4 6 and 10, they are good for a good salary job, right? But the question here is, we have to go for a change of job. So Jupiter along with 2 4 and 10 should do what? Now Venus here is the involvement level and Jupiter here in the transit is the confirmation level. You get the point or not?
Yes, sir.
जब हम ट्रांजिट देखते हैं ना, ट्रांजिट में द अप्रोच टू द प्रॉब्लम इज डिफरेंट. सी, डोंट कंफ्यूज विद द सिग्निफिकेशंस. टू स्टडी ए प्लैनेट, we study the planet in the form of its star lord, sublord and sub-sublord. Okay, we write down the significations of star lord, we write down the significations of sublord, then we put down the significations of sub-sublord, and then we, on the basis of star and sublord, we see the promise, and then we see that final confirmation is yes or it is no. Okay, this is how you study a planet, right? Now what I am doing here is I am studying the transit of Jupiter in Venus sign, and Venus is giving me 2 6 10, Jupiter is giving me 2 4 and 10, plus it is giving me 1 and 7.
1 and 7 also is there.
1 and 7 is there. So it is not giving 5 9 12. Therefore change is not possible. हाँ जी, क्लियर है ये बात? आप इसको इस तरह से समझो, दिस इज इन्वॉल्वमेंट लेवल एंड दिस इज कंफर्मेशन लेवल. हाँ जी, इज इट क्लियर?
Sir, while seeing the transit, we are following only source of the planets only.
Yes, that is what I am emphasizing.
Right, sir, right.
Only the positions of the planets, nothing else. Right? Because we have to read the script of the Jupiter only. Jupiter in Jupiter star, sublord and sub-sub level, we need not read it. वो नहीं पढ़नी है हमें. We don't have to read the script of Jupiter in the form of star lord, sublord and sub-sub level. We have to read the script of the Jupiter only what Jupiter is giving us. Is it okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
हाँ जी, किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछो.
Sir, Venus is giving 2 6 10.
Yes.
Along with in commitment, it is giving 1 and 4. Sir.
Look here, Venus is giving me 2 6 10 along with 3,
3 and
5.
5. 3 and 5.
3 and 5.
आपका पहले का एक स्क्रीन बताया ना साहब आपने,
हाँ जी,
उसमें से।
इससे पहले का
हाँ, इसका पहले से
नहीं, इससे
वो
पहले कोई स्क्रीन नहीं, ये फर्स्ट है।
इन्वॉल्वमेंट कमिटमेंट वो दिखाया ना सर, वो सर। तो क्वेश्चन क्या है कि वो इन्वॉल्वमेंट में 6 आया है, कमिटमेंट में 1 4 आया सर। जब वो 1 4 12 आ गया, 1 4 और 6 मिलके हमको चेंज ऑफ प्लेस
किस 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 ये देखो, ये है
1 4 along with 6, is it not indicating place change?
कौन से वाले चार्ट की बात कर रहे हो आप? विच चार्ट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट?
यही यही चार्ट है सर।
यही वाला? हाँ, बोलिए, बताइए।
लास्ट स्क्रीन में आप ट्रांसिट का बताया ना सर, वीनस
हाँ
वीनस लॉर्ड, वो स्क्रीन
हाँ
में सर
हाँ हाँ,
लास्ट।
दिस स्क्रीन।
हाँ, ओके सर, बाद में देखेंगे सर, वो आप
नहीं
कंटिन्यू
नहीं,
करो
बोलो
सर।
बोलो बोलो बोलो, क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या है, बताओ बताओ आप।
नहीं सर, वो ट्रांसिट में हमको इन्वॉल्वमेंट में 4 मिला है, कमिटमेंट में 1 6 आया है।
नहीं तो 4 तो सिर्फ 2 को सपोर्ट करेगा ना।
4
4 4 तो अगर
ग्रुप
2,
में हमको 4 मिला है, 1 मिला
हाँ
है और 6 भी मिला है।
हाँ,
वो 3 मिलके हमको चेंज ऑफ प्लेस दे सकते हैं ना?
नहीं दे सकते।
हाँ, ओके सर, वही डाउट सर।
देखो,
5. There is no
चेंज,
5. There is no
सी
5.
लुक हियर, चेंज ऑफ प्लेस कब होगा? तभी होगा ना जब आप जॉब चेंज करोगे। और जॉब चेंज कब होगा? जब 5 एक्टिव होगा। ठीक है, 5 अलोन विल डू नथिंग।
ओके सर, ओके सर।
5 को 9 का सपोर्ट चाहिए,
हाँ हाँ,
इसीलिए 5 9 दोनों इंपॉर्टेंट है।
ओके सर, ओके सर।
Sir,
राइट?
only 5 आने से without 9.
ओनली 5 आने से क्या है, जॉब छूट जाएगी। ये देखो, 1 5 एंड 9, दे आर 3 नेगेशन हाउसेस।
Along
इफ
with
यू
5, 9 also should be there.
लुक हियर, यस, कस्पल थ्योरी में दी हाउसेस, दे, इट्स ए theory of group of houses. Single house will do nothing. They will work only when they are in a group. 5 is very important because 5 देखो आप 6 को निगेट करता है और 5 10 को निगेट करता है। 6 means job, 10 means status job, and if you are getting 5, it means it is negating both the job as well as the status, right? 9 निगेट करता है 2 को, यानी नॉट ए गुड सैलरी जॉब, और 9 निगेट करता है 10 को, स्टेटस भी ठीक नहीं है और सैलरी भी ओके नहीं है। सो 1 5 and 9 they are important, and along with 1 5 and 9, 3 and 7 are the supporting houses of 5, and then 12 is change of place. हाँ जी, मधु जी ओके है?
ओके सर, ओके सर।
हाँ नहीं, कोई डाउट है तो पूछो, क्योंकि आगे
हाँ
फिर
जी,
डिस्कस करने हैं, बिकॉज
क्लियर
इट्स
है,
वेरी
क्लियर,
इंपॉर्टेंट। डाउट शुड
क्लियर
बी
है।
क्लियर.
ओके सर,
So
क्लियर है सर।
what I am telling is that whenever you have to read the transit, then we have to read the script of only the planet. उनका star lord, sub lord, sub lord, they are not to be taken into account. Is this point clear?
यस सर, यस सर।
अब हम क्या करते हैं, what we people do is, what majority of people they are doing is, when they read the script of a transit, then they also try to read the significations of a planet, and the significations of the planets will be in form of what? Means in transit we need to follow this script only, the one which is given as the script of planets. In significations we need to follow table number 3 and table number 4. ये significations हैं. Is it clear? transit में we
yes sir.
we need to focus only upon the planets and the script of the planets, which is given in table number 1. Is it clear? So now is it clear that why the transit of Jupiter in Jupiter star is not good? Because transit of Jupiter in Jupiter star, Jupiter which has got a PS, it is neither in 3 nor in 5 nor in 9 nor in 12. It is only appearing in 1 and 7. So 1 and 7 will not allow the change of place. 1 and 7 will not allow the change of job. Thereby, the transit of Jupiter in Jupiter sign will not, help the event to happen. So the event will not fructify during this period. Is it right?
Okay, okay.
Yes
Right.
sir.
So then back here to transit we were talking about was it is 2018 and it was ये क्या हो गया
इधर चेंज करो सर, ये ईयर चेंज करो, चले जाता ईयर।
अच्छा ईयर बदल गया
हाँ, चेंज करो।
ये नहीं जा रहा ना ये स्क्रीन नहीं जा रही नाउ इज इट ओके 4000 गलती से लग गया ये
हाँ, वो चेंज करना।
हाँ वो बाय मिस्टेक वहां चेंज हो गया
4,000.
टू एस्ट्रो रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर रहा आई जस्ट ओपन द चार्ट अगेन And is it clear? Can you see the chart?
Oh, yes.
Yes sir.
So it is 28/9/2017. So we were talking about the Venus Bhukti that is from 17/4/2017. So it is 2017, 2018. So this is 17/4/2018, right?
Yes, sir.
So on 17/4/2018, during the Venus Antra, Jupiter is transiting in Libra sign in Jupiter star, and the transit in Jupiter star is not favorable for the change in job. Now Jupiter here is retrograde. So we will see that at what date Jupiter is reverting back to Rahu star. So for 5th month, again it will be the same. For 6th month, till 18/6/2018, Jupiter will transit in Libra sign in Jupiter star, and on 19/6/2018, it will shift to Rahu star, the favorable period for event to happen. So then, what we have done is, now we have shortened down the period. It was from 1 year to 4 months. Then from 4 months, 3 months, it has come down to how much? If you look here, it is 6. This is 19/6/2018, and Venus Bhukti will run up to 27/7/2018. It means that the event is likely to happen in the period 19/6/2018 to 27/7/2018. Right? So one month period. And for this one single month that I have with me, right from here, I will have to see the transit of Sun. If you look at the transit of Sun, Sun is in Gemini sign, and it will remain in Gemini sign till 16th of July, and then it will go to Cancer sign. It means up to 27/7/2018, Sun will transit just in two signs. One is Gemini and the other one is Cancer. So one sign is Gemini, the other one is Cancer. In Gemini sign, Sun will transit from 16/6/2018 up to 16/7/2018, and then from 17/7/2018 onwards, it will transit in Cancer sign. Now I will have to check that which among two signs, that is the Mercury sign, the Gemini sign, and the Cancer sign, which is the stronger one? Which is the stronger one? Now again here, if you look at the significations, then Moon is pretty stronger than Mercury. Moon is stronger than Mercury. Look here. Moon is giving me a promise of 2, 6, 10, and 11. And Mercury is giving me a promise of 2, 6, and 10 only. Anji, is it clear? When we compare,
this is for only job.
yes, when we compare the planets, we have to see that which one is the stronger one.
Moon.
Moon is stronger as compared to Mercury. Okay, it means the transit of Sun in Cancer sign will be the time period when the event will fructify. So we have further shortened the period from which time? It is 17/6/2018. Now it has been shortened to 17/7/2018 up to 27/7/2018. So now I have got 10 days with me, and the event is likely to fructify within these 10 days. अब इन 10 दिन में, for the 10 days, what I'll need to do is I need to check the transit of Moon. So right from 17 onwards, Moon will transit into which particular signs and in which particular star will help me to decide that which is the appropriate time when the change is job is likely to happen. हाँ जी, क्लियर है यहाँ तक? किसी को कोई डाउट हो? If there is any doubt, any questions, you are welcome to ask. See, I just summarize what I said. We started from Jupiter, transit of Jupiter in Libra sign, that was for one full year. And if you remember, it was from 13/9/2017 to 11/10/2018, one full year. That was the favorable period. then we identified that in Libra sign we have got three stars. One is Mars, second is Rahu, and the third one is Jupiter. Among the three stars, the favorable one is when Jupiter transits into Rahu star. And whenever the Jupiter will transit into Rahu star, that would be the favorable period when the event is likely to happen. So, from there, we selected the Antara Lord. The Antara Lord was Venus, which which started from 17/4/2018 to 27/7/2018, which means the event is likely to happen in this period. अब इस पीरियड में so the event is likely to happen in this period, right? So Antara Lord period was 17/4/2018 to 27/7/2018. Now, then we proceeded to the transit of Jupiter in Rahu star, and we observed that Jupiter will change to Rahu star in the time period. It was from 6 months. It was 19/6/2018 up to 27/7/2018. Then we looked into the transit of Sun. Sun will transit in two signs. One is Gemini and the other one is Cancer. The transit of Sun in Cancer sign is the favorable one. And now we have to find out the period, the day in this particular time period when it is going to fructify, when the event is going to fructify. Now, during this period, right, starting from 17th up to 27th, if you look here, 17 up to 27, then Moon transits in Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpion, Sagittarius. These are the only, signs where Moon is likely to transit. So the transit here in Leo sign, in Virgo sign, and then in Libra sign. Among these, the transit of Moon in Libra sign is going to be the one which is favorable. If you remember, we have already discussed that Venus is a strong significator, and thereby the transit of Moon in Libra sign is definitely going to be a period when this event will happen. Then in Libra sign again, Moon has to transit in Rahu star when it will fructify the event. So, on the day and at the time when Moon will transit into the Libra sign in Rahu star, this event will fructify. And if we calculate it through the transit, then the appropriate date for this particular event that is likely to happen comes out to be 20th of July 2018 and at 9 hours 5 minutes. 20th of July 2018 at 9 hours 5 minutes. Now look here,
Transit chart.
transit chart. So we will have to start the transit from 17/7/2018. 17/7/2018. 17/7/2018. 17/7/2018. 17/7 2018. Now if you look at this table, then from 17/7 2018 up to 27/7 2018, I have only two sukshmas left with me. One is Mercury and the other one is Ketu. One is Mercury and the other one is Ketu. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
I have only two sukshmas left with me. One is Mercury, which will run up to 21/7 2018, and the other one is Ketu, that will run up to 27/7 2018. Right? And you know that Moon will enter into the Cancer sign. Moon will enter into the Cancer sign on which date? It will enter the Cancer sign on 17th of July 2018. And then Moon will transit into the Libra sign on 20th, 27, 2018. So here, if you look at this table, only two sukshmas are left with me. One is Mercury and the other one is Ketu. Among these two sukshmas, Mercury one is stronger as compared to Ketu. Mercury is stronger as compared to Ketu. If you look at the significations of Mercury and Ketu, Mercury is giving me 6, necessary for getting a job. Ketu is giving me 10. And then, if you read the significations of Mercury, Mercury is giving me 2, 6, and 11, and then final confirmation by Jupiter through 2 and 10. And if you look at Ketu, Ketu is giving me a promise of 6, 10, and 11, and a final confirmation of Moon through 2 and 11. So, among these two, Mercury is an appropriate time period. Why? Because along with these, what is important? That they have also to signify the cusp which are important for change in job. क्योंकि ऑप्शन नहीं ना है हमारे पास कोई. Mercury is 2, 6, and 11, and then Ketu is 6, 10, and 11. Without 2, see, for getting a job, salary is must, and 2 is important. So 2 and 6, they are important. And here I am getting in Ketu 6 and 10. No 2 is there in the promise. That is why Mercury is slightly a better planet as compared to Ketu. Then if you look at the promise of change of job, then the promise of change of job is 1, 3, 7, 9, and 12, and here also 1, 3, 7, 9, and 12. It's the same one. Is it okay, please?
Sir, is it 2 is important than 10?
2 is important. 2 and 6 are important, more important than 6 and 10. बिना सैलरी के जॉब नहीं होती ना.
Okay, sir.
Mercury is slightly better as compared to Ketu. If you look at, see, what I am getting over here is that I have only choice of 2 planets. In Venus Dasha, Moon Bhukti, Venus Antra, which is the appropriate Sukshma I am likely to have. To identify the appropriate Sukshma, what I'll have to do is, I will have to look at the transit of the Sun and transit of Moon. If I look at transit of Sun, then Sun will transit in two signs. One is Gemini sign and the other one is Cancer sign. Out of these, the Cancer sign is a favorable period. That is why I am left with no choice. So I have to choose the best among these two. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
See, look here. Jupiter in Libra, in Venus is the Lord. The transit was from 13/9/2017 to 11/10/2018. Okay. Then the Antara Lord is Venus, which is okay. And Venus has a time period from 17/4/2018 to 27/7/2018. So the period of 1 year has been shortened to 3 months only. Then from 17/4/2018 to 18/6/2018, Jupiter is in Libra sign, but in Jupiter star, which is not okay. So this period is not okay. It means from 17/4/2018 up to 18/6/2018, the event will not fructify. Then, if this period will not fructify, then I am left with period 19/6/2018 to 27/7/2018, when Jupiter will be in Libra sign in Rahu star, and this period is going to be okay. Okay. Now here after this point, beyond this point, I have to see the transit of Sun. That during this time period, Sun will transit in which signs? Sun will transit in Gemini sign from 19/6/2018 to 16/7/2018, and Sun will transit in Cancer sign from 17/7/2018 to 27/7/2018. Among these two planets, the transit in Cancer is a favorable period. That is why the period is further shortened to 17/7/2018 to 27/7/2018. 10 days period when the event is likely to fructify. Is it okay? Now, Sun is in Cancer sign, whose whose Lord is Moon. And here, when the Lord is Moon, then what will happen? I have two stars with me. One is Jupiter star and the other one is Saturn star. So, Sun in Cancer sign, whose Lord is Moon, it will stay in Jupiter star from 17/7/2018 to 27/7/2018, which is not a favorable period. And on 20th 7 2018 up to 27/7/2018, it will remain in Saturn star, which is a favorable period. So from 27 2018, I'll have to see the transit of Moon. And when I look into the transit of Moon on 27 2018, Moon is in Libra sign, and Moon in Libra sign in Rahu star will be the period when this event will fructify. अब इसमें अगर आप देखोगे, what is important here, the important point here is the transit period, how you need to catch the transit. जब तक आपको ट्रांजिट नहीं समझ में आएगा, you will not be in a position to calculate the exact date for the event to happen. अब यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको? Or should I repeat again, because this is very very important point. What I am trying to explain is that how I have to find out the favorable period out of a big period of 1 year. Your questions, please.
Sir, we found Jupiter. Next, go to Ravi, Sun now. Yes, sir.
आप देखो इसमें, आप देखो मैं ये टाइम पीरियड लगाता हूँ 2018, ओके, और 2018 को कौन सा पीरियड था? 17/4, 17/4/2018, राइट? यही पीरियड था ना वीनस का, Venus Antra starts from 17/4/2018 and runs up to 27/7/2018.
27/7/2018. Yes, sir.
Okay. Venus Antra completes on 27/7/2018 and Venus Antra started on 17/4/2018. This is the date, 17/4/2018. Okay. अब यहाँ पे जुपिटर क्या है? जुपिटर इज इन विच स्टार?
Libra.
नहीं, वो तो लिब्रा साइन है.
Libra sign and Rahu.
राहु राहु
राहु कहाँ है?
Rahu.
जुपिटर में है ना. यहाँ देखो नीचे स्क्रीन में. On
Jupiter star.
17/4/2018, Jupiter is in Libra sign, whose lord is Venus, and in Jupiter star. Is this transit okay? Answer
Yes.
is no. Because transit of Jupiter in Jupiter star is not okay. Why? Because it is not offering a change in job. हाँ जी, क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
अब इसकी डिग्री देखो क्या है. 26 डिग्री 55 मिनट्स 48 सेकेंड्स. और राहु कब स्टार्ट होगा इसका? बिकॉज 20 to 30 डिग्री जुपिटर रन करता है. तो आई विल हैव टू गो टू नेक्स्ट मंथ. इट इज स्टिल 21 degrees and 37 minutes. Still it is going to be Jupiter star. Then I go to the next month, 6th month. When the degree will be less than 20, say look here, it is 20 degree 1 minute, it is still Jupiter star. And when the degree becomes less than 20, it changes to Rahu star. It means Jupiter will transit in Rahu star on 19/6/2018. Okay. On 19/6/2018, Jupiter will enter into Rahu star and it will stay into Rahu star till 27/7/2018. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. अब क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे था कि हमने जुपिटर, वी हैव सेट द ट्रांजिट ऑफ जुपिटर. नाउ लेट अस फोकस ऑन सन, बिकॉज an event will happen only when all the luminaries, they signify the required event. After fixing Jupiter, now I'll have to look at the transit of Sun. Sun will transit in two signs from 19/6/2018 up to 16/7/2018. Sun will transit in Gemini sign, and thereafter from 17 up to 27 onwards, it will transit in Cancer sign. Out of Gemini and Cancer, the favorable transit is in Cancer sign, right? जब कैंसर साइन में ट्रांजिट होगा तो 3 डिग्री तक, अप टू 3 degrees 20 minutes, the transit will be in Jupiter star. What does it mean? 3 degrees 20 minutes the transit will be in Jupiter star. इसका मतलब Jupiter, the transit of sun in Cancer sign. कैंसर में कौन कौन से होते हैं? In Cancer sign you have 3 stars.
Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury.
Mercury.
Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury.
The transit in Jupiter sign is not okay. We have already discussed. So it means when it will transit in Saturn sign, that will be okay. Now when it is going to transit in Saturn sign, that we can check in the transit. On 17/7/2018, on 17/7/2018, Sun will transit in which sign? Look here,
Cancer.
Cancer. And what is star lord?
Moon. No, sorry.
Jupiter.
Not Jupiter.
Jupiter is the star lord. So I will have to change this star lord. On 18th also it is still in Jupiter. 19th also it is still in Jupiter. 20th also it is still in Jupiter. And on it is 3 degree 53 minutes. I'll have to adjust. Now look here. On 20th 7 2018 at 10 hours, right? Sun will start its transit in Saturn sign, 3 degree 20 minutes onwards. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
तो इसमें ट्रांजिट होगा. Is it fine? And now we have to fix the transit of moon. Moon is transiting in which sign? Libra sign. And which star? Rahu star. So this transit is okay. Is it fine? This transit is okay. हाँ जी, clear हुआ?
Yes, sir.
It means that this event of job is most probably likely to happen on 20th of July 2018, and approximate time period is 10 hours. An approximate time period is 10 hours. So that is the time period when he will join the job. And here now, the Sukshma Lord will be Mercury and the Prana Lord will be Saturn. So the Dasha period Lords will be Venus, Moon, Venus, Mercury and Saturn. When this person, this native, will change the job and will join the new job, a high status job with a good salary. Hanji, is it clear or not? Now look here, I have written transit of Jupiter. I have even drawn the flow sheet diagram for. See, look here, this is the transit. This is the transit flow sheet. Transit of Jupiter, then transit of Jupiter in favorable antara, transit of Jupiter in favorable antara, transit of Sun in favorable period of Jupiter transit of Sun in favorable Cancer sign, transit of Moon in favorable period of Cancer sign. And the final outcome is the date, and the date for the event is which? It is 27 2018, 10 hours. Now your question please. अब किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना है तो पूछो. हाँ जी, कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना है?
सर वो ट्रांसिट चार्ट में वो प्राइमरी के साथ रिलेशनशिप बताओ.
हाँ वो लिंक हो जाएगा सर, सब लिंक हो जाएंगे, 6 सब लॉर्ड से भी हो जाएगा और उससे भी हो
सिक्स
जाएगा।
सब लॉर्ड मेर्क्यूरी होता,
हाँ हाँ हाँ
मेर्क्यूरी।
हाँ, 6 सब लॉर्ड जो है चार्ट में हमारे पास मरकरी है, तो
हाँ
मरकरी का मून स्टार राहु से लिंक,
हाँ मेर्क्यूरी।
राहु का मरकरी से लिंक, बिकॉज राहु मरकरी है,
ओके।
लिंक हो गया, ठीक है सर,
हम्म।
राइट, राहु मरकरी है। राहु इज मरकरी। यहां भी देखो राहु का राहु से लिंक है।
हाँ वो लिंक हो गया।
हाँ सब लिंक्ड होगा सर।
वो मून स्टार मेर्क्यूरी, सॉरी वो क्या बोलते हैं, सन स्टार लॉर्ड,
सन सब लॉर्ड सर।
सब लॉर्ड देखो।
हाँ सब लॉर्ड सैटर्न,
हाँ
सन सब लॉर्ड सैटर्न।
सैटर्न होता, मेर्क्यूरी इज इन द सब ऑफ
सब
सैटर्न,
हाँ सब लिंक्ड होंगे सर।
सैटर्न इज इन द सब ऑफ स्टार ऑफ मेर्क्यूरी होता।
हाँ जी करेक्ट सर, करेक्ट।
ठीक है। ओके
सब लिंक होगा सर। सर
ओके।
जब टाइम पीरियड एक्यूरेट होगा ना,
नहीं इधर ये अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है।
जब टाइम पीरियड एक्यूरेट होगा
हाँ
ना, तो फिर
हाँ
उसमें कोई डाउट नहीं होगा।
यस।
अब इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है कि हम चार्ट की एनालिसिस करते हैं, तो नाउ शुड आई स्पीक इन हिंदी और शुड आई कैरी ऑन इन इंग्लिश?
यू कंटिन्यू।
नहीं जैसे बोले सब, जैसे सबको कन्वीनियंट हो।
अंग्रेजी में बोलो सर, क्यों बोला तो बहुत जन को हिंदी नहीं
अच्छा
आता।
ओके सी, when we have to analyze the chart, and when you have this kind of queries with us, तो इस केस में देखो दो चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है कि जॉब हाउसेस आर इंपॉर्टेंट and houses for change of job, they are important.
हाँ
So job houses along with houses of change of job are required to be there, and when they are there, only then the change is likely to happen.
so,
Then only the change will occur, otherwise change of job will not happen. First point. Second point है दशा लॉर्ड, भुक्ति लॉर्ड, तो ऑलरेडी आर लॉन्ग पीरियड्स।
हाँ
इन होरारी हम वी कैनॉट डू एनीथिंग बिकॉज वो
yes,
फिक्स्ड है। व्हाट वी कैन डू इज वी विल सिंपली चेक whether the dasha lord is favoring the event or not, bhukti lord
that's
is
all.
favoring the event or not. Okay, so then we start focusing right from antra lord onwards, because an antra lord may be favorable, may not be favorable. Like in the present case, the Saturn Antra was not favorable. The Saturn Antra otherwise is okay as far as job is concerned, as far as change in job is concerned. But as far as job is concerned, a good salaried job, a status job is concerned, it is not good. So it fulfills only 50% of the conditions. Rest 50% is not fulfilled by it. Thereby Saturn Antra is rejected. Had Saturn Antra been good for job, now I have time and again pointed out that here promise is to be seen always. Always read the promise. Always read the promise. If the first priority is to be given to all planets, which is giving me a promise of 2, 6, 10, and 11, all the four houses of job, that is important. And second priority I will give to houses which have 2, 6, and 10. Like Mars is there with 2, 6, and 10. Moon is much stronger than Mars. Mars is again much stronger than Mercury. So all planets which are signifying, which is giving me a promise, because promise is very important. In horary, promise is very important. 2, 6, 10, and 11, I will say they are strong significators for getting a new job, a salaried job with a good status and a good salary. So that is why I have mainly focused. My first focus is on planets with 2, 6, 10, and 11. My second focus on planets will be 2, 6, and 10. My third focus on planets will be 2 and 6. Fourth, I will look at only 6.
सर वो सीरियल लिख लेता हूँ जरा बोलो सर सीरियल
हाँ।
सीरियल सीरियल बोलो फर्स्ट
2, 6, 10 and 11.
2 6 10 11 फर्स्ट नेक्स्ट
2, 6, 10.
2 6 10 ओके
Then it is 2, 6.
2 6 नेक्स्ट
Next 2, 6. Then it is 6. ये 4 सीक्वेंस है. Because presence of 6 is must. The presence of 6 is a must.
6
हाँ.
ओके
अब यहाँ देखो सन में there is no 6. Promise of no 6.
यस
Though in the sub-lot it is giving me 6. Since there is no promise of 6, I would say sun is very weak. Okay. Moon is 2, 6, 10 and 11. Strong. Jupiter is 2, 6, 10 and 11 with PS. Very, very strong. Venus with PS is again 2, 6, 10 and 11. Very, very strong. Then the remaining ones. Here 2 and 10 are missing. Here 10 is missing. Here 2 is missing. 6 is there. 2 and 10 are missing. Here 10, 2, 6 and 11 are there. But status is missing. Good status.
yes yes
In final confirmation also there is 2 and 10, 11 only. No 10. No 10 in the entire row.
okay
Right? So this is how you need to see on the
Yes.
basis of promise which is strong. So these are very strong significators which are Moon, Jupiter and Venus. And when you study the chart, you find there that Venus is playing a very, very important role. Venus is playing a very, very important role. Similarly, now, when you see the promise of change in job also, then here Sun is good because it has 5, 9 and 12. That is why it is good. Whether it is taking part, it is participating in the job change or not, that is a different issue. See, Sun is 2, 10 and 11 without 6. 6 at only final confirmation. But Sun is good at change in job, not good for getting a good job.
yes
So one part is favorable, one is not.
okay
Moon is good for getting a new job. Average for change of job
yes
because 5 is there. Just average. But in the final confirmation through Saturn, it is giving 1, 3, 7, 9 and 12. So promise of 5 and final confirmation by 9 and 12, that is okay. Right? Look at Mars. Mars वहां भी good नहीं है, यहाँ भी good नहीं है. Average है. So here Jupiter is good. Venus is good. Saturn is good. Rahu is good. Now the question is, we will have to couple all these with the earlier chart that we have done. So promise of job has to be good, and then promise of change of job has to be good. When both of these are good, then the job event will happen. So in all, if you look, that Venus is very strong. Wahan bhi aur yahan bhi. In both the cases. That is why at all places, even in the transit, Venus is playing an important role. See the conclusion. Venus is the planet, Jupiter transiting in Venus, Moon transiting in Venus. Right? So Venus is playing a very, very important role, particularly in this chart. Is it okay? And now this is the transit flow sheet.
Transit flow sheet.
Okay, Dasha period. The Dasha period Lord Dasha is Venus. It starts from date of query and ends on 26/8/2032. Good
Mm.
period. Okay,
Mm.
I will say this is okay. Right? This is okay.
Uh,
Mukti is moon. Starts from 26/12/2016, ends on 26/12/2018.
mm.
This period is okay.
Mm.
And Antara Lord is Venus.
Mm.
Starts from 17/4/2018 up to 27/7/2018. 13 hours, 25 minutes, 48 seconds,
Mm.
850 milliseconds. It is okay.
Mm.
I have given it in the green background. Okay. Then transit of Jupiter.
Mm.
It is in Libra sign.
Yes.
Lord is Venus.
Mm.
It is starting on 13/9/2017 and ending on 11/10/2018.
Mm.
It is okay.
Mm.
Transit of Jupiter in favorable Antara.
Mm.
The Antara Lord was Venus.
Mm.
So, in sign Libra, Lord Venus, and on that date it was in Jupiter star. From 17/4/2018 to 18/6/2018, not favorable.
Mm.
This is not a favorable period. Is it clear? This is not a favorable period.
Mm.
Then transit of Jupiter in favorable Antara, again in the same Antara.
Mm.
When it will be in Rahu star, it is favorable.
Yes.
And Rahu starts from which date? 19/6/2018 to 27/7/2018. It
Ah.
is favorable period. This is okay.
Okay.
Right?
Ah.
Then the next one is transit of Sun in favorable period of Jupiter transit. Jupiter transit favorable period is 19/6/2018 to 27/7/2018. Okay. So Sun will transit in Gemini sign 19/6/2018 to 16/7/2018. Not favorable. This is not favorable. Then it will transit in Cancer sign. Lord is Moon. From 17/7/2018 to 27/7/2018, it is favorable period.
Mm.
This is okay.
Mm.
So we have shortened the period. Look here. We have shortened the period from 1 year. This is 1 year, 1 month.
Mm.
This is up to 3 months.
Yes.
And then continuously by shifting from Jupiter to Sun to Moon, we are shortening the period that when the event is likely to happen.
Mm.
So in Cancer, it will be 17/7/2018 to 27/7/2018.
Mm.
Now the transit of Sun in favorable Cancer, it will be in two stars. One is Jupiter, other is Saturn.
Mm.
In Jupiter star, it will be from 17/7/2018 to 27/2018.
Not
Not
favorable.
not favorable,
Yes.
right? And
Okay.
then in Saturn star, it will be from 20th/7/2018 to 27/7/2018. It is favorable. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Now here, when I say the transit of Moon in favorable period of Cancer sign, ये जो कैंसर साइन का फेवरेबल पीरियड है 27/2018 टू 27/7/2018, इस पीरियड में मून विल ट्रांजिट इन लिब्रा साइन, स्कॉर्पियो साइन एंड सजिटेरियस साइन. In Libra sign, it will be Venus Lord.
Yes.
Rahu star. That is favorable period. Okay, no need to proceed further.
Yes, it's okay.
Right? This is how you need to identify. This is how you need to do it.
Excellent analysis, sir. Excellent analysis. Very well done.
आप क्वेश्चंस है तो पूछो. अगर किसी को क्लियर नहीं है So I can explain it any number of times you want me to explain. Any number of times I can explain it. If you have any doubts, you are welcome to ask. लेकिन क्लियर होना चाहिए करना क्या है.
Sir, one special request, sir, on behalf of my group.
बोलिए सर, बोलिए
You
सर.
please.
रिक्वेस्ट नहीं सर, ऑर्डर करो, ऑर्डर करो.
No, not like that, sir.
ऑर्डर करो सर आप.
We are always requesting you. Not, I am not in a position to order you.
नहीं सर, नहीं कर सकते हो आप.
No.
कहिए आप सर. You have every right to order me.
No, sir. Only, sir, now you have explained everything. This chart, what you have explained, you have written, na? You please exhibit in our group, sir. Post it in our group.
Okay.
All will be benefited.
Okay.
If you don't think otherwise, because
no problem.
It will be a good model for us.
जी.
For all members, they can take down, print out, and they will keep it safely for future guidance.
जी.
Learning. Very nicely explained.
मैं अभी डाल देता हूँ ये इसकी ना.
नहीं सर, ये एक्सप्लेनेशन कोसा किताब में नहीं
मिलेगा सर.
फॉलो करा तो अच्छा रहता.
This is best guide, sir. Sir, Kapil ji, this is best guide for us.
Okay. I will just put down this chart.
Entire tables, you please post it, sir.
Okay,
Wonderful
sir,
explain, sir.
Entire tables, what you have written, you please post in our group, sir.
Okay,
Those who are essential, they can take print. Otherwise, it is left to them.
हाँ, वो तो मर्जी है किसी की भी. Whatever one feels is okay. I'll just post it right now. इसका PDF कॉपी डाल देता हूँ मैं.
Okay, sir. అయ్యా సార్ చెప్పినటి వల్ల ప్రింట్ తీసి పెట్టుకోండి, అవి మనకు ఫ్యూచర్ గైడెన్స్ పనికొస్తాయి. మళ్ళీ దొరకవు. డిలీట్ చేసుకుంటే గ్రూప్ లో ఉంటే డిలీట్ అయిపోతే కష్టం.
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే సార్. ఎందుకంటే
బాబా చక్కటి అనాలిసిస్, అసలు మనం ఈ రకంగా ఫాలో అవడం మంచిది అనిపిస్తుంది.
అనాలిసిస్ ఇస్ గుడ్ అండ్ నోట్స్ ఆల్సో గుడ్.
ఇప్పుడు చూడు, స్టెప్ బై స్టెప్ దాన్ని ఏమంటారు, మనం ట్రాన్సిట్ షీట్ ఎంత నీట్ గా ఉంచుడు. మనం రాయాలంటే వాక్యాల్లో అవుతుంది, పేజీలు అవుతుంది. కాబట్టి మనము సార్ చెప్పినది మనం భద్రపరచుకుంటే, ప్రింట్ తీసి పెట్టుకుంటే మనకు ఉపయోగపడుతుంది.
అవును సార్, ఇంతవరకు ఎప్పుడు ఇట్లాంటి క్లాస్
మనము ఎందుకంటే ఇది ఎప్పుడైతే మనకు దొరికిందో, ఇది చూడు విందు భోజనం అని చెప్తుంటానే మీకు. విందు భోజనం ఇది.
అవును సార్.
मैं इसको डाल दूंगा सर. आई विल पुट डाउन दिस चार्ट. ओके, इसका PDF कॉपी ना. Now is there any question to be asked? हाँ जी, किसी ने कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना है?
नहीं सर, स्पेशल आज है सर, स्पेशल ये क्लास मार्वलस.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. समझ आना चाहिए सबको.
Sir, this is golden opportunity, sir.
Now, any question please. किसी को कोई डाउट हो तो पूछो. Or should I close this chart?
Okay sir.
है ना?
Thank you very much sir.
Thank you sir.
Right जी, right. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay जी, okay. Thank you. Okay जी.
Very most useful sir.
चलो अच्छा सर, सबको समझ आना चाहिए.
नहीं, ये अच्छा है. बहुत slowly you have explained today.
जी.
सर अच्छी तरह से एक्सप्लेन कर दिया, बहुत अच्छे है सर।
हाँ
आगे
हाँ
बढ़ो। इसी के लिए तो जरूरी
Okay. Okay. Good night to all of you, sir.
हाँ जी, हाँ
Kapil
जी,
sir,
पूछिए।
namaskar.
राजेश कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं।
नो सर, मैं नमस्कार करना चाह रहा था।
हाँ हाँ, नमस्कार जी, नमस्कार।
नहीं सर, आप अच्छी तरह से एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है।
पर किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछ सकता है। करे सर, क्लास क्लोज करे फिर मूर्ति जी।
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
राइट जी, राइट। गुड नाइट एवरीबॉडी।
Yes, sir. All of you, good night.
गुड नाइट,
Good night.
गुड नाइट,
सर।
गुड
थैंक
नाइट
यू
जी,
सर, गुड नाइट सर।
गुड
गुड नाइट
नाइट,
सर, थैंक यू सर,
गुड
थैंक
नाइट।
यू।
Sir, special thanks for you once
और नहीं
again.
सर, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं।